Hi everybody, my name is Heavenly and welcome back to Heavenly's Dolls. In today's video, I am very excited to show my Monster High Gen 3 haul. I got two Toys R Us bags full of dolls and I got the 2-pack. And I'm just gonna go through everything I got. I'm gonna start with the Toys R Us bags. So this one has 3. And then this one has 2, because there were 5 at Toys R Us. And I do have my doll hunt uploaded to this channel, so make sure to check it out. I'll have it in a card right around here. In this bag, we got Frankie. So it was so cool to find them in real life, because I really wanted to know what they looked like just in person. Just seeing them online, it was hard to really tell whether I would like them or not. And I really do like what they did with their face, and I like the body style. The prosthetic leg is really cool, especially considering it makes sense with them being the child of Frankenstein. And yeah, I'm very excited to, this might be the first one I open, because I really like them. And I think the pets are exceptionally cute this time. If I may draw a comparison here, from Watsit to Watsy, I do feel like a lot of times with the Monster High pets originally, sometimes the paint could be easily messed up because of their small scale. So making the pets have a little bit bigger, almost Littlest Pet Shop-ish heads is a good idea to keep better quality control throughout the entirety of the pets. I also find their faces to be more detailed and like anime-like. And then this is the back of their box. And interestingly enough, their their Polaroids are of the prototypes rather than the actual dolls that came out. So they look very different on the Polaroids than they do in person. And then the next one we have over here is, by the way, I got these bags from Toys R Us. And I'm very happy about them. I mean, from Macy's and Toys R Us. But still, Toys R Us bags. I had to have them. I absolutely had to have them. Now, the cutest pet awards goes to Gen 3 Neptuna. I've always been a fan of Neptuna. Neptuna is probably the best pet in Monster High. But I am a fan of this specific version of Neptuna. And I also think the swimwear theme is generally pretty similar to the Gen 1 Lagoona. It is very much giving the same energy. I could see Gen 1 Lagoona wearing something like this, maybe with a less saturated color palette. But the general like shape and like kind of silhouette of both of these outfits would very much pair well with Gen 1 Lagoona. She also has that sweet big-eyed face that one could typically associate with Lagoona. So while she is pink, she has not lost any of her original Lagoona touch. And then I really like their little accessories. I think that them having little accessories, each one of them having an eye coffin, each one of them having their own little personal like water bottles and snacks and stuff like that, just adds to, you know, like the teenagery high schooler vibe. And then this is the back of the box for Lagoona. Also, the character who's in the front right here changes for each box, which is not something. Not all doll brands add details like this. Sometimes when there's just like a thing of like 3 characters right here, they'll just put it the same on every one of them, because then it's less that they have to make differently for each doll. But I do appreciate that tiny little detail. And next we have the second bag, and we get to talk about a ghoul who I can't wait to discuss. So there is so much that I love about Draculaura. For starters, I do have the Goreganizer Draculaura right here. I absolutely love her body style. Not only just because like the diversity, but also just I like the way that the bodies are made because they're very sturdy in the last like well over time. Like the plastic on them isn't flimsy or anything. And I like just the bigger hands and everything. It's just very cute, and her like shortness compared to the other characters is just very, very much true to Draculaura. Ooh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Girl down, cool down. There we go. Honey Swan's back up there. And okay, so Count Fabulous has gotten an absolutely adorable makeover. I love both versions of Count Fabulous, but Count Fabulous was always so small. It's kind of sometimes hard to do stuff with Count Fabulous that you want to do because you can't really like stand him places that you want to stand him. So with him being in this kind of, I'm gonna say Littlest Pet Shops again, form, it makes him easier to like pose for different like photos and different videos. And the skirt reminds me so much. Let's draw a comparison here. The skirt reminds me so much of Sweet 1600 Draculaura. Not only that, but we got another callback here. We got the SPF 500 sunscreen from my first ever Monster High doll, which was Gloom Beach Draculaura. And that doll is so beyond special to me. I still have her, of course. And she was pretty much what started it all for doll collecting for me, because I was not into dolls whatsoever until Monster High came out. And I was already kind of getting into like spooky and scary movies. I've always really liked Halloween, and when I saw that they were monsters, it just really struck something in me. And being the daughters of famous monsters and everything was just really cool. And then their message of like diversity and acceptance, no matter who you are, has always really stuck with me with all of my chronic illnesses and issues. And so that small detail just means a lot to me. She's my precious. She is my absolute precious. I also love the bat sunglasses. Oh, and the pretzel having terrified looking eyes is just so Monster High to me. It is so I can imagine it screaming for its life when she bites into it, and that's so funny to me. And then we have Cleo. Now, I do have to say, I mean, the more I look at her, the more I am a fan of her, but I kind of think that she might be my least favorite of the bunch. Although, it's hard to say because I do actually like her quite a bit, and she is pretty true to how I picture Cleo. And her outfit is pretty cute. The boots look a lot better in person now that I can see the mummy wrap details. And of course she comes with the surplus of accessories. I absolutely love her face. I love how they did her makeup. It definitely feels like something I could see a Cleo doll, especially in Cleo's best era, with a Gen 1 Cleo doll. It's definitely true to Cleo, and especially with Cleo's best era being Boo York. The makeup definitely reminds me of Boo York. And then, her pet is no longer a snake, which I am sad about, because I do not like snakes, but, her pet specifically was one of the coolest pets. However, I do like this pet as well. And I can see with, these appealing to younger children and the younger generation why they would change the pet. So, no harm, because I still have my gorgeous snake pet that was probably, I feel like a lot of times when I would play my Monster High dolls, that snake pet was not a very nice person. That is the point. And then this is the back of her box art. Also, her purse is giant. It is absolutely giant. Next we have our last one from Macy's, and I really am fond a lot of her outfit. Also, for accessories, I do like the glasses and everything. It is interesting to see Clawdeen as kind of the nerd this time. It is some pretty cute stuff that comes with her here. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore because I'm very tired right now. But I want to talk about my Monster High dollies. But my favorite part of her accessories is also her pet. Her pet is my favorite next to Count Fabulous. It reminds me of Bratz cats in a way. Even though their cats do not look like that, it just does remind me of Bratz cats. Their boxes are also very Rainbow High-esque. I can't say that their boxes are my favorite among the Monster High, but I do feel like they are not the worst doll boxes I've seen. They do give you like a good sight of the doll. You do get a good amount of box art, and you get to see like everything pretty well. But my favorite boxes are still the original, mostly cardboard boxes. I do feel like these are better than the Gen 2 boxes though. And as it comes to box art, I do like parts of the box art, but my favorite box art is the Gen 1, Gen 2 style. Both of those styles I like a little bit better for box art than these ones. That's just personal taste. Her bag is also very, 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 very cute. I think I like what they did with her a lot better than what they did with Gen 2 Clawdeen. Altogether, I really do like what they did with these dolls. They did a really good job for having to reboot, or not really having to reboot, but doing a reboot. For a reboot, this is very, very good. I don't really have anything that I dislike about Clawdeen particularly. I wasn't a fan of like the little wolf nose at first because I thought it was giving Enchantimals, and then I pulled some of my Enchantimals out and remembered that I liked Enchantimals. But also, looking at it in person with her lips and her makeup and everything, I don't think it really gives Enchantimals. I think it adds to, she's a little bit more of like since she has a different personality than the original Clawdeen. I could picture them being best friends, by the way. I think, you know, she's a little bit more, you know, quirky and everything. She does fit with the features that they gave her, and it does add a little bit more of like a cute werewolf vibe. Like the previous Clawdeen was like a fierce werewolf. This is like a cute werewolf. Anyways, on to my purchase from Target. Ooh, I just knocked over a bunch of dolls there. Onto my purchase from Target. And there is something that I gotta tell you that I really like about this one. This is the 2-pack. And this is gonna be the first Gen 2 boy doll, which I am excited for since I am a boy doll enthusiast. And I will be sure to give my honest opinions of him. So far, his face mold is really expressive. I'm kind of liking that. I like how he's just, you know, kind of like giving his attitude. Every time I get a boy doll in my collection, my mom likes to say, "Oh, another douchebag." She likes to call them all my douchebags because why not? And he is definitely giving the ultimate douchebaggery in the best way. And then for Frankie, their outfit is so giving K-pop like vibes, and I really like I really like K-pop. I listen to 90% K-pop. Everything I listen to is either K-pop or like 90s J-rock and city pop. but mostly K-pop. And this outfit would definitely be from probably one of my favorite eras in a group's discography. I can think of so many different outfits that come to mind with the shorts and everything, even the shoes. Although, when it comes to the shoes, especially the longer one, are a little bit bulky on them. So, I'm not sure how I feel about the shoes themselves. I kind of wish they would have gone with a different choice here, or just made both of them short. I like the asymmetric design, but they're just... I wonder if they cheapen the doll, because they're so, like, bulky. And then, I love the whole coffin bean thing, the whole thing with the coffee. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little thing that they're going for. But what I really like about this is Deuce's pet riding a motorcycle. I didn't know I needed that in my life. I did not know that I needed that in my life. I also do not mind green Deuce whatsoever. The only reason I wish he had like a normal skin tone is just because I have more options to customize him. But since he's got such an expressive face mold, I'm not sure that I really want to make him into anybody specifically, unless it was like somebody where it's like it called to me and I really needed it to do him as that character. But, you know, I don't see really doing any particular customization with him that requires regular skin tone. But I think the green looks good on him. And I can also see why they did the green for this specific type of doll, because it is very eye-catching when it's in the store, and I can especially see for younger audiences that would be very appealing. It is very appealing for me as a collector, because he is going to stand out on the shelf. But yes, this was my entire haul. I hope I did not ramble too much. I just wanted to talk about the dolls a little bit. I will be talking about them more, because I will be doing unboxings of all of them. Not all in one video. You're going to get 6 different videos for the Monster High dolls. And I do want to do a comparison, since I do have Gen 1 dolls of all these characters, and I have a lot of their original dolls, so I am going to do like a video just comparing them, because they did make a lot of changes. They kept the essence of the character. I can really see where they put a lot of effort and detail into them. I feel like they updated a lot of them in the right places and didn't take away their original like personality. You know, like they may have like different backgrounds and different storylines now, but they still have like the same heart to them, and I really appreciate that, and I would like to see that in comparison to the other ones. So make sure to smash like and subscribe, and I will be back very soon with more videos. Bye everybody.